Welcome to 11 lesson grade 6s. Today we're going to be looking at mass. Please read through the usual reminders before we get started with today's lesson. We begin by asking ourselves, what is mass? Mass is a measure of the amount of matter in an object. Mass is measured in milligrams, small m, small g. It's measured in grams, small g, and kilograms, small k and small g. Milligrams are used to measure very light objects. Grams measure light objects and kilograms measure heavy objects. In 1000 milligrams is a gram. 1000 grams make 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram is the same as 1000 grams, and 1000 grams and a kilogram are 1 million milligrams. In this picture, say whether these items are heavy or light, and also which unit you will use to measure its mass. Pause the video and complete this activity. Let us begin with our first written exercise. It is activity 1. You need to answer the following questions based on this picture. Question A. Does the mass of the two packets differ? B. Does the size of the two packets differ? And C. Explain why it is that a 1 kilogram packet of sugar and 1 packet of flour have different sizes. Pause the video, press play when you're ready to mark. Activity 1 corrections are as follows. If your answer at C is similar to mine, then you may have the mark. Activity 2. How many packets of 250 grams of sugar have the same mass as 1 kilogram of sugar? B. What fraction of a 1 kilogram packet of sugar has the same mass as 250 grams of sugar? C. Which packet holds half as much sugar as 1 kilogram? And D. Which packet holds 2.5 times as much as a packet of 1 kilogram of sugar? Pause the video, complete activity 2, press play when you're ready to mark. Activity 2 corrections are as follows. Please correct your work. Next is activity 3. Question A. Identify the measuring scale, that's this one over here. Question B. What is the mass of the potatoes? Question C. Convert the answer in question B to grams and show all your calculation. Pause the video and press play when you are ready to mark. Activity 3 corrections are as follows. Please correct your work. Let's move on to activity 4. You need to write the mass of the scales. You're first going to write the mass in grams, then in kilograms. And you need to use decimal notation. Please do not use fractions. Please pause the video, press play when you are finished. Activity 4 corrections are as follows. Please correct your work. Next, we're going to look at converting measurements. If you are given a measurement in kilograms and need to convert it to grams, you multiply it by 1,000. You convert grams to milligrams by multiplying by 1,000. You convert a measurement of milligrams into grams by dividing by 1,000. You convert grams into kilograms by dividing by 1,000. Let's do some examples together. We are now going to convert the following to grams. We do this by moving the comma 3 places to the right. That means we are making these numbers over here bigger by 3 place values. The first one, 4,46 times 1,000. So we need to move this comma to the right, 3 place values bigger. So 1, 2, 3. Third space, you'll notice there was no number, so we fill that space with a 0. So your answer is 4,460. Next, 2,5. Here is the comma. We move it 3 places to the right. 1, 2, and 3. So there are 2 places that had no number. We fill in zeros there. Your answer is 2,500 grams. 0,25 kilograms times 1,000. We move our comma 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 place here that needs to be filled with a 0. Your answer is 250 grams. 0,06 kilos times 1,000 grams. You move your comma 3 places to the right. 1, 2, and 3. There's 1 place at the end of the 6 that needs to be filled with a 0. Your answer is 60 grams. Use what you've just learnt in the previous slide to answer activity 5. Convert A, B, C, and D and E from kilograms to grams. Copy and fill in the answer. Press play when you are ready to mark. Activity 5 corrections are as follows. Please correct your work. Next, we're going to look at converting the following to kilograms. We do this by moving the comma 3 places to the left. Let us do some examples. 2,450 grams need to be converted into kilograms. We do that by dividing by 1,000. So we move the comma 3 places or 3 place values to the left. So at the end of all these numbers on the screen, there is a comma separating the fractions from the wholes. It's there, we just don't have fractions, so the comma is not there. So 2,450, the comma is at the end of the 0. We move the comma 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. Your answer is going to be 2,45. If you put the 0 at the end of the answer, your answer will not be incorrect, but you do not need to put the 0. Next, 7,500. We move the comma 3 places to the left. Here is the comma at the end of the number to the right. 3 places, 1, 2, 3 will give us an answer, 7,5 kilograms. Again, if you put the zeros at the end of the 5, your answer will not be incorrect. 150 grams divided by 1,000. You take your comma at the end of the 0, you move it 3 places to the left. 1, 2, and 3. You put the comma there, and to show that there are no whole numbers, you put a 0 over there. So it will be 0,15. Again, if you put the 0, your answer is not incorrect. 40 grams divided by 1,000, converted to kilograms. We move the comma 3 places to the left. The comma is there at the end of the number. 1, 2, 3. There is a missing number over there. We fill it with a 0, and we show that there are no whole numbers over there by putting in a 0. So our answer is 0,04. Using what you've just learnt in this video, please complete activity 6, convert from grams to kilograms by moving your comma 3 places to the left. Pause and press play when you are ready to mark. Activity 6 corrections are as follows. Please give yourself a mark out of 5. Let's move on to activity 7. Copy the table, then round off the following masses as indicated. So you're going to take this mass, round it off to 5, 10, 100, and 1,000, and the same with this mass over there. Pause the video and press play when you're ready to mark. Activity 7 corrections are as follows. Please correct your work. Next, we're going to look at calculating mass with different units. Units of measurements must be converted to the same unit before they are calculated. Let's look at 2 examples. Example number 1. 55 kilograms plus 45 kilograms is 100 kilograms. They are both in kilograms, so they can both be added. Now, example 2, there is a problem. 0,5 kilograms plus 1,000 grams. Different units of measurement cannot be added, so we need to change kilograms into grams or grams into kilograms. Let's change grams into kilograms because adding will be easier. In 1,000 grams, there is 1 kilogram. So our next line will be 0,5 kilograms plus 1 kilogram. Our unit of measurement is now the same. All we have to do now is simply add. 0,5 plus 1 is 1,5 kilograms. Let's look at activity 8. The table below shows the mass of different animals on a farm and the mass of the food that they eat per day. Question A. How much more is the mass of a duck than the mass of a pigeon? Question B. Which animals eat a mass of food equal to their own mass per day? Please pause the video and calculate Activity 8. Activity 8 corrections are as follows. Please give yourself a mark out of 6. Moving on to Activity 9. You may use your calculator for this question. The mass of 5 pears is 900 grams. Question A. What is the mass of 1 pear? Show your calculation and write an answer sentence. Question B. What is the mass of 12 pears? Give your answer in kilograms. Please pause the video and press play when you are ready to mark. Activity 9 corrections are as follows. Please give yourself a mark out of 5. And to conclude today's section of work, to assess everything that you've learned today, please complete the math quiz, questions 1 through 6. Press pause, answer the questions and press play when you're ready to mark. Your quiz corrections are as follows. I hope you got full marks. Give yourself a mark out of 11. And that will be all for today, grade 6s. There will be no GDE pages today, and I will see you again in the next video.